Hello and welcome back to season 3 of Ludic. This is episode 4. I hope you guys are having an awesome day. And today, well, before we get into today, let me show you what I did between episodes. Let's also show you something I forgot to show at the end of the last episode. Now, at the end of the last episode, obviously, I did return here. I did leave quite a lot over at the Trials Ruin, though, and I did bring all the important stuff with me. Now, this is not just what we picked up while we were at the Trials Ruin, but we did pick up the music disc, the new one, which is really cool. We got quite a few armor trims. We've got the Shaper and the Host, I think, if I remember correctly. We got the Razor one as well. The Doom one we already had from Desert Temples. Also, we picked up the Redstone stuff from the Jungle Temple, and we got a Trident as well as all of these armor trims, which is rather nice. I also want to get myself a few more diamonds. I've got a load of obsidian. And the reason for that is because down, all the way down at Bedrock, we have been doing some digging. Also, we've got a 25 by 25 area for us to dig in, and that is the diamonds we managed to collect from that area. Also, I've got a lot of junk in my pockets. Now, the reason for that is because I have had to replace one of my villagers. If we head downstairs, unfortunately, one of these guys got struck by lightning. So they've now got really ugly logs above their heads to stop them from dying again. But yeah, this guy over here got struck by lightning. So he's now locked out completely. And I've now changed him over to a beetroot trader rather than a potato trader, because we can turn potatoes into baked potatoes as well. So, but yeah, I've been harvesting all this as well. This is all harvested nice. And if we come down here, again, I've harvested all this. And I've come down and I put another chest down here, but I also have been collecting a little bit of our lava buckets, which is just so easy to collect. Boom. A full load of lava buckets. Before I know it, I'm going to have so many double chests of lava buckets, I'm not going to know what to do with them. I also switched this thing over, so now it is collecting bone meal for me, because I left it offline and I've got 8 stacks of cactus. Now, I don't need that right now, but I will need that in the future. So for now, I'm going to leave that where it is and leave this thing collecting me up plenty of bone meal, which is lovely. In terms of the iron farm, I haven't really done anything, so we're going to leave that for now. What else I want to do, I want to quickly show you guys some of these shops. Let me quickly just put a few bits away. One of the shops, one of the things I want to mention is gunpowder. Now, I currently have 49 gunpowder. So let's grab some of my diamonds. We're going to grab 23. We're not going to need 23. But if we come down here, obviously, you've got my shop as well. And we have we made any profits anywhere? We haven't made any there. I don't think I've made any profits in any of this lot. No, I haven't. I haven't sold any pickaxes. But I have sold some tinted glass. We've got 2 diamonds from tinted glass. And yet we started selling a few books as well. Now, obviously, I am not selling mending. I am not selling infinity, but that is completely deliberate, because PT sells those books, and I don't want to step on PT's toes. So I am selling the books that PT doesn't. Now, if we head over to the other shops, I am going to quickly run over to Jasno's. Actually, I'll grab some iron before I do that, because I remember something about Jasno's shop. And I have an iron farm, so I really don't mind doing this. So if we grab our iron, let's head over here. Because Jasno, I don't know how he's managed it. I don't know why he's been so mad to do it already. But Jasno is selling totems. And they are 10 diamonds or a stack of iron each. And for me, a stack of iron is just super cheap. So there you go, Jasno. Have some iron, my friend. I'm not paying 10 diamonds. 10 diamonds is very expensive, but stack of iron is not. Which is beautiful. Now we head over here. There is other things I want to buy also. Dog food, pay whatever. Sure. Cobbled deep slate. Cobbled deep... Yeah, I don't even know that. I've got loads of that. But this we want. Gunpowder, 1 diamond as stacked. Don't mind if I do. Beautiful. Now, reason for that, Plotter's got himself a little bit of a mob farm going on down below, which is beautiful. We don't mind that at all. And if we go over to D's, now D has got a friendly little shopkeeper in here. D has got a skelly horse as a shopkeeper. And Dia is selling aged copper for the same price that I'm selling my raw copper at. Makes me seem a bit expensive, but it's fine. They're also selling bone blocks. Now, 1 diamond as stacked. Yeah. I think we can go for a little bit of that action. I kind of like the idea of that. Let's do some diamonds for them. Nice. And I'll get myself some bone blocks for future projects. Now, the reason I want the bone blocks is very simple. Bone meal is extremely handy, and my cactus farm hasn't produced very much as yet. But it is going to be producing some as we go along. Also, my fox disappeared. The one I had in my pen has completely disappeared. Not sure where that's gone, but that's fine. That's fine. So we run back upstairs. We will pop this stuff back away. I'll put the bones in here for now. Obviously, I'll put that in there as well. So we've now got 2 stacks and 17 gunpowder, which means when we come to do the rockets for our first adventure to the end, we are going to have plenty of rockets, which is what we're after. We have a nice little end raiding session when we get into that position. I might start selling some coal as well, because we have got quite a decent chunk of coal. I was going to throw my totems in there for now. I'm going to maintain the shield for now. I do want the totems in my possession, so I can at least say I have some, because that's going to be very handy. But on to today's episode. What I want to do, believe it or not, is I want to head over to a redstone testing world. And I am going to go and experiment with redstone to see if I can make a clock that will work for a sugarcane farm in here, which I haven't actually decorated this yet. I need to decorate this too. But I want to make a clock for a sugarcane farm in here, because I haven't got that far yet, without the use of quartz. So I'm going to head over there, do some experimentation, and I'll bring you guys in when I've got a couple of answers. Okay, so welcome to my redstone testing / tutorial world. You might recognize this world from some of my older videos, including a very, very old iron farm, which at the time of building it actually was perfectly fine at that level from the ground. As you can see now, it needs to be higher up, but it's fine. Anyway, after a lot of scratching my head and pulling my hair out and trying to figure out how to make this thing work without any kind of quartz, no observers, no comparators, makes life very difficult. So the best way of doing it, we've got a rising edge monostable circuit here. We've got a pressure plate. We've got a repeater and we've got our pistons. Now imagine, if you will, our sugarcane farm is here. Our sugarcane is sat in front of our pistons. And the chicken lays an egg. It pings off and fires all our pistons. Now, this will not move anywhere until after the 5-minute timer for the spawning of the item. That's not a problem. That's actually quite fine. Then after a certain amount of time after that, probably about a minute, maybe more, then we'll get a chicken lay another egg. And the other egg will come down and fire off again. And that's basically the long and short of it. And this thing should work quite well. I can't see any reason. I mean, this will work for sugarcane. It probably won't work for kelp. I would probably need a faster timer than this for kelp. Now, I haven't tried this with a hopper beneath it. Let's try putting a hopper below. And see if this idea will even work with a hopper below it. No. So you can't do it with the hopper below unless you somehow power the hopper temporarily. So that is not an option, unfortunately. It would be quite a good option if it was, but unfortunately it's not an option. But I think till we get some kind of comparator set up, I think this is kind of be quite a good way of doing at least the sugarcane farm. And obviously, being at spawn, it's going to be running passively. I'm only 1, maybe 2 chickens in here. Probably only 1, to be fair. I'm probably going to need to make it so I've got a hopper minecart going beneath this. And I'm probably going to make it only one block out. So you have the glass blocks run along that block there, rather than having a gap with hoppers. And then I'll go a copper minecart running below there. That's probably our best way of doing it. So, yeah. Let me crack it on. Let me get into the Ludic SMP again. And let's get this thing built, shall we? Alrighty, after a bit of figuring, a bit of time, as you can see, decorating has been done in this room now. We have got a rather nice looking floor in place. We've got walls all the way around, and we've also got ourselves a farm, which, as I turn around, just fired off, which is absolutely perfect. Thank you very much, Mr. Chicken. You've proved my farm works. Thank you so much. Yes, we have the chicken with the pressure plate, and the chicken drops the egg on the pressure plate, firing off the pistons, and we get ourselves sugarcane from the chicken laying an egg, which is exactly what we want. Now, obviously, I picked up this egg. I need to throw it back on there because I need to test the theory that this egg is going to despawn before this chicken lays another one. Obviously, this only pulses, and obviously the egg coming off the pressure plate is actually retracting that piston, setting it up for another go. But we have to make sure that this actually works as intended, and at least that part of it works as intended with the chicken laying the egg, firing the pistons off. Whether it's going to work the other way around when the egg disappears and this retracts, will there be enough time between that egg disappearing and that chicken laying another egg? Well, only time will tell on that one, so I'm going to hang around. I'm going to AFK a little bit, and I'm going to see what happens. Okay then, after AFKing for a little while, it is confirmed that once the chicken egg has despawned, there is plenty of time before the chicken will lay another egg. Now, it's not guaranteed this will happen every time. Oh, thanks for demonstrating again, chicken. Appreciate that, appreciate that. But yeah, this thing's now chugging away. It's got me 26 sugarcane already. Now, I realise a bone meal powered one would be a lot faster than this, but guess what I need for that, guys? I need quartz. And I can't get quartz till we go to the nether, and we don't go to the nether till stream day. So if I want to set any of these farms up before stream day, I have to do it another way. So I figure this area is always loaded. This is actually quite a low lag solution. There's only one chicken in here, which means we've only got one entity in here. And because I spawned the chicken out of an egg, I'm actually going to take the egg, thank you very much. But because I spawned the chicken out of an egg, it's actually going to only stay there forever. It's not going to go anywhere. It's persistent. And that was a really long way of saying that. So yeah, brain functioning, not really. But yes, we have working chicken-powered sugarcane farm, which I absolutely quite like this farm. It's a really random way of doing things, but I absolutely love it. So yes, it's pretty cool. Alrighty, so I thought the last thing I'd do for today's episode was come back over to our iron farm, where I have actually finished decorating outside of now. To a point, all the local area stuff is decorated, but if we look down the tunnel, I haven't finished all the way down the tunnel yet, but we have got quite a good chunk done. I have run out of glowstone, which is why I finished by where I did. But yeah, what we've been doing is we've been gathering up stuff and things to make these. Now, obviously, we are getting ready to go to the nether. So I figured my server mates would like the opportunity to be able to get Smite 5 and Looting 3 on their swords. So I'm going to sell those as well. I'm going to put them in with the pickaxes, and they're going to be 5 diamonds each. So server mates, come get them while they're there, because they are limited stock. Anyway, that's not all I've been doing over here. Obviously, I've been gathering up all the supplies. Actually, I need to go in and trade with our cartographer. I've been buying glass off our librarians, and I've been selling it back as panes to our cartographer. So essentially, I'm getting 4 pieces of glass for 1 emerald, and then I'm selling back 12 panes of glass to this guy, which means I am making a massive amount of profit every single time I trade. I mean, I'm making it a stack at a time, which is amazing. What else have I been doing? I've been collecting bottles of enchanting, which I'm probably going to keep myself. I've been buying up glass, as I said. Buying up some lanterns, which we are going to eventually start selling. Bells, I'm not sure about selling them, but we might sell some. Ender pearls, because we always need those. Obviously, I'm collecting up glowstone again as well. We're also obviously collecting bricks, item frames, lapis, redstone, although I'm not planning on selling most of this sort of stuff. I'm probably going to sell the item frames because we can actually get quite a good profit back on those. So if I go over to our villager friends, in fact, our cartographer is the one that sells the item frames. Oh, I didn't hit the wrong button. So if we go see our cartographer, we can get 12 of them at a time. We can also buy banners. And we can also buy the globe banner patterns as well. Now, I was thinking about buying these, but I don't know if I really need to or not, because I don't think there's any real call for those. We'll find out. We'll find out at some point. But yeah, if we come around, I've got a few guys that sell glass. I think you sell glass. Obviously, we get name tags for 10 emeralds each as well. You're a bookshelf seller. I might sell bookshelves again. That I didn't really sell all that well last time I was selling them, but we are early game this time, which actually makes quite a big bit of difference. When you start doing stuff like this early game, it makes a big old difference. So yeah, let's quickly go some more of this. I suppose I could sell lanterns and just put them in the whatever you can pay category rather than asking for diamonds, because they are decorative items after all. And glass is kind of easy to get hold of, but it's kind of more convenient if I just get it for people, as I haven't really got to do a lot of paying for it. Clocks I don't really care about unless, again, they are being sold as decorative items. That's the wrong chest. That's that one, and that one. And then we go in that one for this one. But yeah, I think I'll be selling like brick blocks and stuff like that. I might need brick blocks in the future, which is why I'm actually collecting some of this stuff. I'm also collecting up these blocks, the green terracotta and the blocks of quartz. Now, I didn't think about these when I was initially setting these guys up. If I had been thinking about them, I would have got this guy selling them as well. He sells light blue glazed terracotta and pillars of quartz. Now, at the moment, I have no plans for either of those items. But I have been very slowly collecting up all the quartz and the green terracotta. Now, obviously, I've got a cactus farm with 8 stacks of cactus currently in stock, which means I can get lots and lots of this. But this is essentially free for me, so I don't really mind collecting it. It's not like it's expensive. And then we just turn one of them stacks in bricks and the other one as bricks, like so. Lovely jubbly. Right, so I'm going to head back up to the shop. We're going to pop these bits in. I'm going to grab some of them and take them up as well. Glass. I don't think I'm going to start selling glass quite yet. I'll grab some item frames and start selling those as well. But I don't want to sell iron because Eric sells iron. I don't want to sell glass. I've got tinted glass already selling. Let's turn that bad boy off. As you can hear downstairs, we're collecting quite a bit of iron and zombies to keep my trays nice and low. But I'll see you guys back up at the shop. Okay, so now we're back up at the shop. Let's pop our swords in the chest along with pickaxes. And let's make a small change to our sign. There we go. Limited stock enchanted tools, 5 diamonds each. Now, the reason I'm sticking these at 5 diamonds still is because there's 4 diamonds worth of enchants on there. And you still got 2 diamonds each for the swords themselves. And obviously I sell most of the books. And as you can see, people want looting. I checked this earlier, I had no more sales, and apparently now I have sales again. No one really wants ender pearls at this point in time though. But what we're going to do, we're going to put this chest on here as well, and this will be a pay as what you can. So, decorative items. Let's do this. 0167, and then 5. We want to do pink for the pink signs. Decorative items. Pay what you can. There we go. And I'm literally going to split them up into 16s. There we go. And so we've got those as well. Now, as I said, I'm not here to make... I'm obviously here to make a few diamonds because I'm selling these and I'm selling these. But I'm not here to rip everybody off. These are cheap. Early game, these are really cheap. My books are $1 each. It's really cheap. I should be selling them for $2 a piece, not $1 a piece. But we're selling off $1 a piece. Golden carrots. I think they're really cheap, but no one seems to want them because they all got early game food. Emeralds, half a stack for a diamond. I again think that's really cheap. No one seems to be interested in the blocks at the moment, but that's fine. And copper, everyone seems to get their own copper at the moment because we're all sat on top of a dripstone cave area. So copper is really easy to come by, and Dia is now selling the same number of copper as me, but she's selling it in the aged form, already cooked. I'm selling it in the raw copper form. So slightly different, but it's fine. Anyway, that is all I have time for today, guys. I hope you have enjoyed today's episode. It's been quite an interesting one, building a chicken-powered sugarcane farm. I'm not sure I'll be doing that one again, but it was quite an interesting thing to build. But anyway, if you've enjoyed the episode, hit the like button. If you'd really love to hit subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye for now.